JM will be going to jail if she knows what happened. Oh yeah, Vicky Palmer, she'll be going to jail. Participated and or were they there? Just know that. I don't know. Listen, I know that Janie was there when whatever happened. I'm certain of it. But I'm also certain that she's protecting Daniel in some sort of way. For the time being, I'm satisfied in Daniel being the only person involved in the incident that he's the reason for the deaths of Jack and Lily, specifically. It was him that carried out and performed the incident in that sense. Now, that's just where I'm satisfied in leaving it. I'm still open to thinking about all kinds of possibilities. With what I know right now, what we know together as a group right now, that's what this would dictate. The good thing that we have, the thing that we have that's working for us is the sheer amount of lies. And it's just a matter of time before it hurts them in that sense. It comes back to bite them. All they've done is essentially lie. And I know it's easy for me to sit up here and generalize and claim, but they literally, if you've been following it this far and this long and listening to the interviews, it's nothing but lies and deception. Indirect talk about Jack and Lily in that sense. And we've got Malaya just straight up hiding out of sight from the world. Chelsea says, Chelsea Gray's curious. Let me see. Doesn't Kent only deal in the signs now? Wasn't the keychains and such taken over by another party, and aren't they the party Malaya Brooks Murray is in support of? Is that true? Is that true? Is that a yes, sweet tea? That's disgusting. That's super disgusting. That shows you the importance of Kent to the inner circle. Kent, it's going to be hard to get away with this, fuckface. Malaya Brooks, you're a disgusting piece of shit trying to get your fill off of the tragedy of your own children. You're a coward. Justice is coming for this one. Although it'll probably be of a lesser charge. Maybe it'll only be manslaughter. Yeah, I think, Chelsea, I don't follow it too much. I'm really not important. I know at some level that whole entity, that whole little group of fuckfaces over there all work together. And it's try to appeal and pander to the people that are most likely and eager to separate and pretend help out on the internet type of thing. I do way more for Jack and Lily, and I'm not even trying to, Kent, you tool, just by talking about the situation as it's meant to be talked about. I'll always have that over you. It doesn't matter how many times your ugly fucking mug is on global news, and if they call you the event organizer, that's just something nailing your ass to the cross there, sunshine. You're certainly not a Christian, and you've got more in line with... That's right. Chomos. And freaks like Durwood O'Grady. I don't care if his nose is like that because of booze or not. As far as this channel is concerned, it's from the booze. I don't even care he's lied so much. Who am I to believe? And why would I be believing him at any one point in time after the fact? Not that that's that important. It's just little something to think about there. Question, A Balance. Why did the RCMP go all the way over to Glengarry Station to collect trail cam footage? Was that the area covered by the RCMP? Hey, who knows, DEA? Don't know. If that's what they did, interesting if you know it. Probably because there's a trail cam there. You know, when you go and you have a place that you're interested in. You have to work yourself out and work yourself out to as far away as possible. Like if you're to zoom out in on Lansdowne Station, there isn't all that many roads in the area. So you want to monitor the traffic between here and there and make sure nothing comes in. You know, you've got to get a plan together in terms of whereabouts your cameras are, not just trails, but anybody's cams, security cameras, Ring doorbells. Everything's on the table in my mind when it comes to this. But it has nothing to do with how far the children wandered away. The first red flag above everything else is the fact that they hadn't found the kids right away. So what was really going on? A whole lot of drifting in and out of sleep. Well, I'll just bet there was, Tweaker. Instant red flags, all up and down their statements. So they couldn't wait to get this out, only to come back in an interview and claim that the story that they gave was anything but what they told the RCMP. What they told the RCMP wasn't exactly correct. And Daniel, you stood there in the moment with the CBC in front of the world and told everybody it was Malaya's fault. Whatever happened was Malaya's fault, and you were going to bring Meadow and visit her in jail. And they later edited that back out. You can't go and see that point anymore. You can if you watch this channel. You gave yourself away right away, bitch. But it doesn't matter. You just can't throw them in the pen at that point in time. You haven't gotten any of the answers that you need, and you don't expect to get a straight answer from the suspect. No matter what they want to label that particular case for the media to write about. You're better off just to let things play themselves out until all of the pieces of that puzzle we talk about come together, and then you make your decision. And that decision only takes about 30 seconds. And a call. And it's not like they haven't been preparing for it the entire time. Oh boy, you guys are doing a real good job just covering your tracks. The fact is that there's no smoking gun. There's a point to why you clean up after yourselves in situations like this, so you don't get hauled away. All right? That's why you cover your ass, so they don't throw you in the back of the cruiser and lock you up for the rest of your life, especially when you are responsible like Janie, Daniel, and Malaya are in this circumstance. We can't even say for certain at what point Fruitcake Durwood actually enters the scene. The answer to that is he's always probably been in the scene, okay? He wants to lead you on as though he's talking to all of these people up at the Tim Hortons where he can't even show his face at this point in time anymore. Get laughed out of there. I don't believe any of that shit. None of it. So if he's lied about all of that, you could really gauge about what's true. And it's the exact opposite of that, in that he's madly in love with Janie. He probably bangs her on the side. He's always over there for every single interview. He's involved for some reason. And it goes far beyond just being a good friend, because none of these people know anything like that. It's not that at all. They're in thick. Miss Bartman, what's up? Kent collecting all of that attention, couldn't even put clean clothing on. Nasty food-stained shirts. Hold on. If we're talking about him, we have to pull him up. Where did my picture thing go? What are you saying about Kent? Oh, what are you saying? You don't like him? You're not interested in one of his lovely signs? Dude, Kent, you're glorifying this tragedy. Somebody else's tragedy, you stupid son of a bitch. That is disturbing. Well, look at how fucking helpful Kent is, guys. So weird, my dog went nuts at that woman with trail cam footage. He's never done it before at TV, never done it again. Oh, Angie, you got your dog watching TV? Hi, puppy. Woof, woof. Things that Janie and Daniel love to avoid publicly. We can see them. The subtopics, we'll call them. What's your love for Janie? Janie and Ken are probably related at some level, I would expect.
Take her children.
It's just so interesting that Janie's best friend, internet friend, is a Corbett as well. Oh, jeez, what a coinky-dink. No relation. What a trustworthy dude you have turned out to be, you and that fuckface Durwood. You're the opposite of honest. Just tell Kent you're fundraising for Lily and Jack. 5 a slap. Haha, this guy is such a loser, says Autumn Christian 7167. You're more of a Christian than Kent is. Actually, in the Bible, Jesus says it's okay to beat the shit out of people like this. People who exploit children, find great pleasure in deceiving the public on the backs of 2 children he knows that aren't going to come back or aren't coming back.
You guys put yourself in my shoes and see how you would feel. You would be feeling exactly the same way I am. I'm no different than anybody else. I do have a heart. And I'm not standing up for Daniel, and I'm not standing up for Malaya. I'm standing up for myself. I told you everything that I know, and I told the truth. If you want to give me a Bible and swear it, I will. And besides, what would I have to...
Hold on, you might be experiencing some buffering right now. Hold on. Let me know in my chat if you can hear me okay. We'll get through it. If it back up. Let me see this. Is it coming in choppy for you guys? I'm getting some dropped frames and some alarms coming in. I'm just closing some things out in the background. Just give me a moment, please. One moment, please.
gain by doing something to Lily and Jack. It breaks my heart I can't see my grandchildren. It breaks my heart because I don't know where Lily and Jack is. And look at poor Meadow, what she's going through. She has no parents that are together anymore. You guys just don't understand. I wish you were in my shoes. Being blamed for something that I had nothing to do with.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in order, Janie, to recognize that you had nothing to do with something, you have to know what the it is to know that you had nothing to do with it. So what exactly is the it you're referring to that you had nothing to do with? Specifically, not generally, specifically. How could Janie know just by sounds of the ABUSC that was happening to 2 innocent children? Well, you tell me, Dragonfly Love. I don't know what exactly you're asking. You're asking us to use our imagination? Janie hears oversees everything on that property. It's her property. She owns it. That's what's in there, Callie OG. I mean, in her mind, she's got to be very specific about what it is that she's talking about to be so concerned to tell you that it makes her emotional. She's fake crying or crying. What is that it? She never quite gets the it out. Ever. Adele, the black eyes might be a giveaway. Great point. Great point. You think Janie heard shite because she also had to let the dog out? Well, where do you think, Patriot Girl, she went to take a shit herself? Where do you think that she went to get her food stores? She did her grocery shopping. You think that she relied on the kitchen in the RV? I don't think so. There's a path right to her front door, right down the back into the old silent sliding door and right into the kitchen area. Never mind the fact that she's out there in the first place. Why are you out there in the first place? Let's talk more about all of the things that you disliked about the situation at the time that forced you to move out into the RV. Whatever that Daniel did to the kids is the it that she's covering up, Callie OG says. Fantastic point. Thank you, Callie, for being here tonight. Esther, that's what he told people, Lori Green. Janie could have screwed up talking to the RCMP. Oh, fuck, they all screwed up. Listen, I was noticing some really interesting things. Maybe we should go take a look at that. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection. It's probably in need of a reset, but I'm going to try to pull it through. I apologize if it's buffering. Dropped frames detected, it says. Go fuck yourself. Now, try not to focus on that too much. Let me pull this up. If we go, let me search. Ah, no, we want Janie Martell's interview. She's such a fucking bullshit artist. Oh, Jamie McKenzie, not Martell, you dummy. She loves to tell everybody how fantastic of a carpenter she is and how you're stupid. And she does that with dogs as well. And something else. She's done that 3 times. Trying to pass off and convince you of something based upon if you don't think like she thinks, you're stupid. I love it. And I took the time. I just caught my eye after the fact about how shitty and stupid of a job they did on this fence, especially this gate. Now take a look at when you don't even have to know much about carpentry to know why you need supports in between, lateral pieces. But when it comes to a gate